Alright guys, today we're diving into something that's been getting a lot of buzz lately, the brand new ONVO L60. And let me tell you, this one is turning heads for all the right reasons. If you've been following ONVO, you already know they've been steadily building a name for themselves in the SUV and crossover world. But with the L60 they've stepped things up big time. This isn't just a facelift or a small update. This feels like the kind of leap that makes you look at the brand differently. The first thing you notice, of course, is the design. The L60 has this sharp, modern look that feels premium right out of the gate. The front grille is wider, sleeker, and it flows so nicely into the headlights that it gives off this confident, almost luxury vibe. And the stance? Man, it just looks planted. Like it's ready for both city cruising and weekend adventures off the beaten path. I've seen a lot of mid-size SUVs try to find that balance between aggressive and stylish, but the L60 really nails it. It looks like it belongs on the road next to way more expensive competitors. Now, what's under the hood is where things get even more exciting. The L60 isn't just sticking to the traditional engine game. It's bringing in hybrid tech that feels like the right move for where the market's headed. You get this blend of efficiency and performance, which means it's not just about saving fuel. It's about getting that smooth, powerful drive without guzzling gas. ONVO clearly wanted to make a car that works for everyday drivers but also doesn't compromise when you want to push it a little. And for people who've always loved SUVs but worried about running costs, this hybrid setup is honestly a game changer. And let's talk off-road for a second, because that's where ONVO seems to have really leaned in. The L60 has higher ground clearance, tougher suspension tuning, and even some smart driving modes designed for dirt, gravel, and even light mud trails. Obviously, it's not trying to be a hardcore rock crawler, but for anyone who likes to head out of the city on weekends, this thing feels like it's built for the job. You won't have to baby it on a rough road, and that kind of confidence really matters. It's the type of SUV that looks just as good pulling up to a cafe downtown as it does covered in dust after a camping trip. Step inside though, and wow, it's a whole new vibe compared to past models. ONVO really modernized the interior of the L60. You get a bigger, cleaner infotainment display, softer materials all around, and a cabin layout that just feels more upscale. Even the little things, like the stitching on the seats, the ambient lighting, and the way the center console has been redesigned, make a big difference. They've gone from budget-friendly SUV to something that can seriously compete with mainstream and even premium brands. Plus, space is better managed this time. Rear passengers have more legroom. The cargo area is easier to access, and the seats fold down flat for those road trips when you're loading up. Comfort, practicality, and style, it's all here. And here's the part everyone wants to know: the pricing. ONVO has always been known for giving you more bang for your buck, and the L60 continues that tradition. It's coming in at a price point that undercuts a lot of established players, while giving you more tech, more features, and honestly, a fresher design. If you compare it to some of the Japanese or European rivals, you'll see you're paying a lot less without feeling like you've compromised on quality. That's a big deal for families and younger buyers who want something modern but don't want to overspend. Now, when we stack it up against previous ONVO models, the difference is night and day. The last generation SUVs felt a bit safe, almost like they were playing catch-up. But the L60? This feels like ONVO finally leading instead of following. The tech inside is smarter, the build quality feels tighter, and the overall design language has matured a lot. It's the kind of evolution that makes existing owners proud and new buyers curious. And let's not forget the driving experience. From the early reviews and test drives, people are saying the L60 feels smoother, quieter, and more responsive than ever before. That hybrid system isn't just about efficiency, it's about delivering power seamlessly. The steering feels more precise, and the ride quality balances comfort with just enough sportiness to keep you engaged. It's not a boring drive, that's for sure. So, to sum it all up, the ONVO L60 is the kind of SUV that makes you sit up and take notice. Bold design, hybrid efficiency, off-road capability, a seriously upgraded interior, and pricing that makes it really hard to ignore. It shows how far ONVO has come and honestly where they're headed. If you've never considered an ONVO before, this might be the model that changes your mind. And if you've been waiting for the brand to deliver something truly competitive, the L60 delivers and then some. All right, that's my take on the ONVO L60. I'm genuinely impressed, and I think this could be the SUV that helps ONVO break into a lot more driveways worldwide. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about the design? Does the hybrid setup make sense to you? And would you pick this over the more established names? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's chat about it. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more car deep dives like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next drive.